behalf of the Jyothian family, I extend a warm and joyous welcome to this much-awaited occasion. First Annual Day Celebrations, Fiesta Jyothian 2024-25. As the highlight of this special day, we are honored to have among us distinguished guests whose presence adds prestige and grace to our celebration. And now, leading the ceremonial welcome, we have the head boy Aiden Sabu and head girl Devika R, accompanied by the sports captains Glenn and Angel Benjamin, arts captains Daryl Matthew and Gayatri Seturaj, eco captains Rishikesh Menon and Anvida Manesh, along with the band stepping forward with pride and poise. Marching in harmony with the beats of the school band, they symbolize the vibrant spirit and unity of our institution. Let us warmly welcome our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, our guest of honor, Sri Bipin George, and the dignitaries who have graciously accepted our invitation to be part of this celebration. The rhythmic beats of the band echo the respect and admiration we hold for our honored guest. Walking with reverence, our captains extend their heartfelt gratitude as they escort the esteemed dignitaries. Thank you to the band team and our captains for this graceful and meaningful welcome. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. These profound words by Eleanor Roosevelt set the perfect tone for today as we gather here to celebrate the dreams, talents and achievements of Jyothians. Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Sub-Collector, Fort Kochi. Guest of Honor, Sri Bipin George, Actor, Writer and Director. Manager, Reverend Sister Ruby. Principal, Reverend Sister Udaya, Administrator, Reverend Sister Dhanya, Vice Principal, Mrs. Elizabeth Penny, PTA President, Mr. Harris Naina, PTA Vice President, Mr. Rajiv D, PTA Executive Members, Parents, Teachers, Well-Wishers, and my dearest Jyothians. A very pleasant good evening to one and all. It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you to Fiesta Jyothian 2024, Unida Altia Global, our much anticipated 31st Annual Day celebrations. This evening is a celebration of dreams, achievements, and tireless efforts while cherishing the vibrant spirit that makes our institution truly special. Let us commence this beautiful journey of talent and triumph, celebrating the essence of what makes us Jyothians. To invoke the presence of the Almighty, we present before you a serene and graceful prayer dance. Let this performance be a moment of reflection and gratitude, setting a divine tone for the celebration ahead.
दिव्यवाणी सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही दिव्यवाणी कहते हैं सब ज्ञानी कहते हैं सब ज्ञानी सत्य सनातन शाश्वत पावन प्रणव की गुंजन एक है बस वही जो है अनंत और अनादि अनादि सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही दिव्यवाणी सा 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 नि सा ग सा 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 नि सा ग म प म ग म प नि नि म प नि सा 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 नि सा ग सा नि सा 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 नि प नि नि प म प म म ग म म ग म ग सारी सृष्टि जिससे जागी बीज वही दिव्यवाणी
Because we think stop
Thank you, dear ones, for that enchanting welcome song, which truly set the tone for today's festivities. True hospitality lies in the warmth of a welcoming heart. With these words, I invite Reverend Sister Jyothi to deliver the welcome speech.
A warm welcome is the universal language of kindness. The esteemed chief guest of the day, Honorable Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Sub-Collector, Fort Kochi, Guest of Honor, Sri Bibin George, actor, writer and director, respected manager, Reverend Sister Ruby Thomas, Principal Sister Udaya, Administrator, Reverend Sister Danya, Vice Principal Mrs. Elizabeth Benny, PTA President Mr. Harris Naina, Vice President Rajiv D, all the executive PTA members, Reverend Fathers, Sisters, distinguished guests, parents, staff and dear students. A pleasant good evening to you all. I am deeply honored to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to the 31st annual celebration of Jyothi Nivas Public School. Today marks a momentous occasion, a day to coverage and revel in the triumphs and talents of our students and to acknowledge the unwavering dedication and perseverance of our teachers and staff. We the Jyothians, on behalf of the management, principals, staff and students, I welcome you all to the Fiesta Jyothian 2024. It is a great privilege to welcome a truly exceptional individual to our gathering, Mrs. Meera IAS, the Sub-Collector Fort Kochi. She inspires countless individuals with her remarkable journey. Her achievements serves as a shining example to what can be accomplished with perseverance, passion and determination. With profound pleasure, on behalf of the Jyothian family, I extend a very cordial welcome to you, dear ma'am. With deep sense of reverence, I welcome a highly acclaimed and distinguished guest, Mr. Bibin George, who is a talented Indian actor and script writer who has made a significant impact in the Malayalam film industry. We are grateful to you, Mr. Bibin George, for graciously accepting our invitation to our guest of honor today. On behalf of our school, I extend a warm and cordial welcome to you, sir. The role of the manager is pivotal in the development and functioning of this institution. On this auspicious occasion, I extend a hearty welcome to you, Reverend Sister Ruby, the manager of the school. I would like to welcome the principal, Reverend Sister Udaya, who is a person of great innovation, leader and a guiding star. I am delighted to welcome you with immense joy and happiness. A hearty welcome to you, dear sister. I acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our administrator, Reverend Sister Danya, whose dedicated and committed service is much appreciable. I accord a cordial welcome to you, dear Sister Danya. I would like to extend a gracious welcome to our Vice Principal, Mrs. Elizabeth Benny, for her hard work and enthusiasm with which she performs every activities of this institution. A hearty welcome to you, dear teacher. I am delighted to welcome the PTA Executive Committee, who works hand in hand with the management and the staff of the school. On this splendid day, we are happy to welcome Mr. Harris Naina, the President of PTA. A very warm welcome to you, dear sir. I am also happy to welcome Mr. Rajiv D, the Vice President of the PTA. A hearty welcome, dear sir. On behalf of the management, staff and students, I welcome Reverend Fathers, brothers, sisters, and all the PTA executive members for your gracious presence here with us. To our parents, I offer a special welcome. Your love, encouragement, and partnership with us have been instrumental in shaping the minds and characters of our students. We are grateful for your trust in us and for your active involvement in our school's endeavors. A heartfelt welcome to you all. To our teachers and non-teaching staff, I express my deepest gratitude for your selfless devotion to our students. Your tireless efforts, creativity, and passion have created a nurturing environment that fosters growth, learning, and exploration. I extend a very hearty welcome to you all. And to our well-wishers, we thank you for your continued patronage and encouragement. Your presence here today is a testament to your faith in our school's mission and value. Today's celebration promises to be an extravagance of arts, showcasing the diverse talents of our students. I am confident that you will be impressed by their performances, and I invite you all to join us in applauding their achievements. On behalf of the entire Jyothian family, once again I welcome each and every one of you to this Fiesta Jyothian 2024 Unida Aldea Global. I hope and request your cooperation and support throughout this function, forgetting the shortcomings to ensure its grand success. I conclude by wishing you all a colorful and musical evening at Jyothi Nivas. Once again, good evening to you all.
Thank you, sister, for your beautiful words of welcome. I also take this opportunity to accord a hearty welcome to you, dear Sister Jyothis. To herald the official commencement of Fiesta Jyothian 2024, may I now invite our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Sub-Collector, Fort Kochi, to inaugurate the celebration by lighting the lamp, a timeless symbol of knowledge, enlightenment, and new beginnings. I also invite our guest of honor, Shri Bibin George, Manager Reverend Sister Ruby, Principal Reverend Sister Udaya, Administrator Reverend Sister Dhanya, Vice Principal Mrs. Elizabeth Benny, PTA President Mr. Harris Naina, PTA Vice President Mr. Rajiv D, to join us in bringing the lamp to life. The lamp placed before the stage serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for our entire school community. guest light the lamp, may its gentle glow inspire our hearts and minds, marking the beginning of a celebration filled with the joy, creativity and unity. Thank you all. Up next is a presentation of the Annual Report 2024-25, a brief glimpse into our milestones, achievements and the vibrant journey of the past year. Let's take a moment to relive this remarkable year together. That was a beautiful presentation of the annual report reflecting our dedication and success. As we reflect on the achievements highlighted in the annual report, I am delighted to share some recent accomplishments and significant moments that deserve special mention. On 15th December, at the Sub-Junior Fast 5 Netball competition held at Chinmaya School, our boys and girls team secured an impressive third position. In November, they showcased their excellence by winning the Inter-School Netball Championship hosted on our campus. Furthermore, we are thrilled to announce that 6 students from this exceptional team have been selected to represent the Ernakulam District Netball Camp. They are Shreyas C. Philip, Nishal Lijo, Aida Mariam Iftikar, Gauri Nanda N.K., Malavika Harikumar and Joanne Binu. I congratulate these students. In addition to these sporting achievements, our students have shown an admirable spirit of compassion and responsibility. On 19th December, during our Kids Day celebrations, Rs 50,000 was handed over to the Honorable Minister, Shri P. Rajiv, as a contribution towards the Wayanad Disaster Relief Fund. These acts of kindness and generosity truly reflect the values we nurture in our students. As Jyothians, let's keep moving forward with the same spirit. Thank you. I now request the honored dignitaries, our Chief Guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Guest of Honor, Shri Bipin George, Manager, Reverend Sister Ruby, Principal, Reverend Sister Udaya, Administrator, Reverend Sister Dhanya, Vice Principal, Mrs. Elizabeth Benny, PTA President, Mr. Harris Naina, PTA Vice President, Mr. Rajiv D, to kindly come forward and join us on the stage. It is indeed an honor to have amidst us our esteemed Chief Guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Sub-Collector of Fort Kochi, a leader known for her dedication to public service and her inspiring vision for community development. A distinguished officer and an inspiration to many, she completed her B.Tech in Mechanical Engineering from GEC Thrissur and began her professional journey at L&T. With immense determination and hard work, she secured an All India rank of 6 in the UPSC Civil Services examination. Currently, serving as the Sub-Collector of Fort Kochi, she has also previously held the position of Assistant Collector in Malappuram, earning admiration for her dedication and commitment to public service. Her presence here today adds immense value to our celebration. Ma'am, your journey is truly inspiring and we are eager to hear your words of wisdom. I now invite you to kindly deliver the inaugural address and officially commence Fiesta Jyothian 2024-25.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the stage, off the stage, parents, teachers, non-teaching staff, and my dear students. I would first of all like to thank Jyothi Nivas Public School, Aluva, for inviting me over today. It's been a truly remarkable opening with such a grand, such a nice prayer, song, and dance. And I can see that the school is in complete festivity mode. And I would also like to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And I think we are in that celebration mode today. I was looking at the annual report that was presented here, and one thing that stuck that I noticed was that usually in most of the schools, when you talk about the motto of the school, it starts with bettering or improving the academic excellence of the students. But here I could see it started with the spiritual development of students, and I feel that is what makes this school different. Because from whatever reports was presented, one thing I could see again and again was that the focus was not just on academics being a very important part of a school curriculum. You also gave equal weightage to non-academic subjects like your arts, sports, be it quizzing, anchoring, so many other even sports. And I was also very happy to see that you have a very remarkable program for spiritual enhancement of the students, along with instilling in them a sense of compassion and kindness. It's very remarkable. I would like to congratulate the entire school team for the contribution that is made to the Wayanad disaster relief. On behalf of district administration, I would like to thank you all for your contribution. The way that you have funded that is truly, again, admirable, because you collected a waste material in the form of newspaper to raise funds for that. That is, again, a waste to wealth concept that is used for a social cause. I think this is what school education does to children. It's not just about learning your basic math, science, and your other subjects. It's all about learning to think differently and learning to think for others in the society. So I would like to congratulate and offer my heartfelt admiration for the school for the same. Again, when I'm invited for annual day functions, I always wonder what I should speak, because they'll say I should give some words of wisdom, and I feel I'm terribly short of words of wisdom. I really don't know what to say. But most of the times what I do is I look back to my own school days, and I try to remember what the chief guests in my school annual day functions came and spoke to me, and to my utter delight, the best thing is that I don't remember any of it, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to remember what I say today, so I can just say anything I want and get away with it. So that relaxes me a bit, because whatever I say today I know is not going to stop a person who wants to pursue science, and that person is not going to pursue arts or vice versa. So but what I would like to share here is my journey, how I reached into this service, and what I've learned from it, and I'll try to compress it. I know long speeches are very boring. You're all waiting to see our children perform, and we have a colorful lineup here which I can see in the program schedule, so I'll not take much of your time. So I am Meera. I am born and brought up in Thrissur. I studied there. My college was done in GEC Thrissur. I took mechanical engineering, and then I worked with L&T for a year, after which I started preparing for UPSC, which is what brings you to civil service. So so when I got into service and I got my rank, most of the newspapers reported all this, and just like I said, it's just a one-liner that some girl who was born and brought up in some place, studied somewhere, worked somewhere, and got into service, and that one line summarizes the journey of, I would say, some 10 years. And it's not as easy as that is reported. So today I'll tell you what actually happened behind the scenes and the lessons that I have learned from my own journey. That's what I would like to share today. First, when I was studying in class 10, I could see that there are so many meritorious students here who made great achievements in their class 10 exams. So I was also a good student, not a bad student at all, and I was expecting a full A1 in my A plus or A1 or whatever you call it these days in my class 10. And I was very casual about it, because I thought that being just good enough is enough. Like class 10, what is the big deal? Because everyone gets full A plus, so why should you put in more effort? And that is what I did. And when the results came, I lost A1 in one subject. That was English, which I loved a lot. So like I was a class 10 student, obviously heartbroken that how can CBSE do this to me, how can the world do this to me, how can I lose an A1 in one subject, and my future is done. There is no life ahead of this, the world is over. This is the biggest failure that anybody could have in their lives, and there is no way I could recover from this. And that is when I decided that I'll not let anything come in my way of getting full A plus in my plus 2, because that is the next milestone, that's the next big thing everybody will be looking at. And I was in Thrissur. So Thrissur, what usually in my time, what people do after their class 10 is directly go and join for entrance coaching with, there are many good coaching institutes there. So whether you want to do engineering or medicine, the next logical step after class 10 result is go and join a coaching institute for entrance, engineering or medical. So that is when I thought that I'll go there because all my friends will be going there, and because of this not joining a coaching center, I should not lose my full A plus in plus 2. So I'll just go and join. So I went with the herd, I took entrance coaching, and thankfully somehow I got a good rank in the Kerala entrance, and and it was time to suddenly give options and you have to choose an engineering branch. So that is when I realized that my whole focus till in those 2 years of my plus 1 plus 2 was getting full A plus in my plus 2, and to compensate for the big loss that I faced in class 10, that I forgot to actually think what I want and why am I doing this, what is it after plus 2 that I really want to pursue. And it was time to give options. So that is when I thought, okay, what is it that I want? And then I thought that, okay, so I've seen I grew up with my grandparents. My grandfather is an Air Force veteran. My uncle was also in Air Force. So I grew up with a fascination for the uniformed services, especially the defense service. So I wanted to join the Indian Air Force. I suddenly decided this is what I'm going to be. Anyway, I have a good rank in engineering entrance, and there is a technical branch in the Air Force where if you take mechanical, electrical or aeronautical engineering, you can directly get into the technical branch of the Air Force. So I decided I'll pick one of these three, and the college which I got into had mechanical and electrical. I just went through the syllabus and I realized mechanical is something that I can enjoy doing, and I just took mechanical. And for the 4 years my whole focus was just to finish college with that 60% marks, which was minimal requirement for Air Force, and just go and give AFCAT and get into Air Force, and that's all. I was not thinking about anything else. I was not thinking if I was learning anything from my college, if I was actually being a good mechanical engineer. All I wanted was those 4 years to pass so that I can go into Air Force. And in the meanwhile, one good thing happened because of this. I was not too focused on academics. I got time to focus on a lot of other things like my interests. We had a very good quizzing club in our college. We had a pain and palliative care society in our college, and there were so many activities that were there. NSS was there, so I could actively participate in all this because I was not too focused on the academic part of college life. 4 years passed very quickly, and it was time for me to sit for the Air Force test. I gave my Air Force common admission test. I got in. I went for the service selection board. I cleared the first 2 rounds. Later on in the medical round, I was told that I am medical out. And the reason given was that I have flat feet. So if you know what is a condition called flat feet, mostly we all have a curvature in our feet. And I don't have that in my feet. That's not something I had, I knew that, but that was not something I thought much about because it didn't affect anything in my life. So I was suddenly medical out, and once you're medical out, that's a permanent rejection. You cannot go back again. It's not like you lost out by 1 mark, you can study hard and get in again. Or it's not like you can, change something and you go back and you'll be selected. Once you are deemed medically unfit, you can't go back to Air Force. And then suddenly life again didn't start making any sense because the reason why I took mechanical engineering, all I wanted to do in those 4 years was just get into the Air Force, and suddenly that option is no longer there. Again, existential crisis, didn't know what to do. And that is when I thought I'll sit for campus placements because there is nothing much to do in life anyway. So I sat for campus placements, got into L&T, which was a very good company. Went to Bangalore, started working. And 6-7 months into working, I realized that this is not something I want to do in my life. I am not enjoying it. I'm not getting what you call the work satisfaction out of that particular work I was doing. And I wanted something different. So that is when a senior of mine in college, who I met in quizzing circles, cleared UPSC and got into the Indian Revenue Service back then. That is when I realized that UPSC is another option. And this is something that is achievable for even a person like me, because the senior who got in was very much like me, who I knew, who was somebody I could relate to. Till then, getting into civil service, IAS, IPS, these were all dreams which I never thought a person like me or an average student or a person coming from an average background could dream of. But then suddenly when this person cleared this and got into service, I realized, yes, you have multiple other avenues where you can, explore. And that is when as I started reading more into the role of civil services, what we do, what is the job profile, I realized another thing, that my original dream of getting into Air Force was not for wearing the uniform or not for flying in a flight or not for the glory or participating in Republic Day parade. That is not the aim. Why did I want to get into service, into Air Force or Defense Service? It is to serve my country with whatever capabilities I have. And suddenly I realized that I have umpteen possibilities before me. It's not that Defense Services or Air Force is closed and life is over. I can get into civil service, I can start my own NGO, I can, do a million things through which I can serve the country with my limited capabilities. And I feel that was a turning point in my life where I realized that I can, there is nothing called a permanent failure. It is always about what you really want to achieve in life. It's not about, short-term goals. It's not about small wins and victories. It is about winning the war or the larger picture. And that is when I started preparing for UPSC. My first attempt, I hardly had very few months to prepare, and I cleared the prelims, I cleared the mains, and I was so happy because I never thought I'll be somebody who will clear the prelims itself. I cleared both the stages. I reached the interview stage, and my interview was disastrous in my first attempt. I took 3 attempts, by the way, to clear. My first attempt, my interview was very bad. When the results came, obviously it was no surprise that nobody usually clears in their first attempt. So I didn't make it. And but what actually destroyed me was when the marks came, I realized that I missed out by just 12 marks. And this 12 marks is something that you could easily achieve by getting at least 1 mark in every subject that is there. And but at the same time, there was hope, because this is your first attempt. I reached interview and I missed out by a very small margin. There is still scope for improvement. I can still clear easily with flying colors in the next attempt. And with that confidence, I went for the next prelims, and I missed the prelims by 1 mark in my next attempt. So once you miss your prelims, you have 1 full year waiting for the next prelims, and that is when all your existential crisis, when the society will say, it's been 3 years since you're out of college, you're still jobless and you're a girl, so why are you not getting married? So many pressures from all walks of life will start coming into you. And then my third attempt, I was completely depressed that I don't know, 2 attempts I gave. I could have easily gotten with 1 mark and 12 marks, so that small margin I missed out. I was very depressed, I didn't know what to do. And that is when I, started binge eating, stress eating. That lack of, spirituality or lack of emotional stability stuck me. And I gained weight. I was, completely lost. I was hopeless, depressed. And I was thinking of quitting, preparing for UPSC and going back to L&T or going back to the corporate world. But then I thought, 2 attempts, you missed out by a very small margin. Why not give 1 more attempt? If this attempt doesn't work out, we can leave UPSC preparation. And the first thing I did was getting back in shape. I started exercising, running, yoga, started eating healthy, eating clean, started talking more to my parents, my friends, my teachers. And slowly I started gaining my mental health back. And then I was ready, like, okay, we'll prepare and we'll see what happens this time. And I was completely ready for the prelims, and that is when the COVID stuck. And the prelims got postponed endlessly. So I was already tired of waiting for 1 year, and now I don't know when the next prelims will be, and I don't know if I'll be alive after this epidemic wave, if the UPSC will still conduct an exam. We don't know what was going to happen. That was a period of uncertainty. But somehow what I felt was that I had lost a lot of months crying over the lost attempts. So now somehow the universe is giving me back few months in the form of COVID, lockdown, so that I can compensate for the time that I've lost. That one positive thought stuck with me, and I started preparing again. And then the COVID restrictions were lifted, and the exams were conducted, and that is the attempt where I actually cleared. So, and when the rank came, I got the All India 6th rank, which everybody celebrated as a big achievement. But for me, the biggest achievement was not the 6th rank in that particular attempt, but for me that was sticking through all the lows and all the downs of the previous 3 years. And that is one story which nobody reported, because nobody would like to report failures. Everybody wants to report success only. So this is what I would like to share with all the children present here, and the parents also, and the teachers, that I would say there is nothing called permanent failure. If you feel you are failing, or if you feel you're not achieving something, that means two things. One, either your success is meant to be elsewhere, or the target that you have achieved is so high that you have to put in a little bit more effort so that you can achieve. That is the only meaning of failure. Failure doesn't mean anything else. And to all the parents and teachers here, I am here only because of my parents, my teachers, who shielded me during my preparation days when the pressures of the society was kicking in, and when so many external pressures were coming in. My family, my teachers, my friends, they created a shield around me so that I can be at peace and study, and I'll not be affected. And I feel that is the kind of atmosphere that we should give to all our students, all our kids. Because they'll do what they want to do. They'll achieve it today or the next year or the year after that. But what is our duty is to give them, to be a shield for them so that they can pursue their dreams. This is my story that I would like to share with you today. I'll just stop here, and thank you so much for inviting me. I'll get to my official duty, that is inaugurating this festivities. It is with so much pleasure that I formally inaugurate the annual day function of the Jyothi Nivas Public School, Aluva. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was an insightful and inspiring speech. Every ending is a new beginning in disguise, leading us closer to success. You are an inspiring example. Thank you. Moving forward, it's time to recognize and celebrate the academic excellence of our students. Let us begin with the proficiency prizes for classes 5th to +1. May I now request our chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, to kindly present these awards. Proficiency prize winner of grade 4, Saket Krishna KJ. Emmanuel Arun. Let us give them a big round of applause. Proficiency prize winner, Rayan Emmanuel Arun. Grade 6, John Sabu Vidayathil. Prize winner of grade 7, Ritik Rakesh. Elizabeth Jason Verghese, Proficiency Prize winner of grade 8. Grade 9, Abana Maria Titus, Proficiency Prize winner of grade 9. Let us give them a loud round of applause. And +1, Science, Jishnu S. Grade +1 Science, Jishnu S. +1 Commerce, Frida Rebecca Cherry. Frida Rebecca Cherry. Receiving the Proficiency Prize from our chief guest. And +1 Humanities, T.S. Shafna. Hard work and dedication lead to success. Now it's time to honor our sports champions for their remarkable achievements. Sports champion of sub-junior category boys, Ronald Philip P. Senoy, 7th C. Sub-junior girls, Aisha Dhanin P.A. Junior boys, Govind Divagar MP of 9th C. Junior category boys, Govind Divagar MP of 9th C. And junior girls category, Christina Linto Falco of 9th B. Sports champion of junior category. Next we have senior boys category, Abdullah VA of +1 Science. Sports champion of senior category boys. Sports champion girls of senior category, Amila MA of 10th B. Amila MA. Now we have super seniors, Joffin Jose of +2 Science. Joffin Jose of +2 Science, sports champion of super senior category. And super senior girls, KB Aishwarya Raj of +2 Science. Next we have the runners-up trophy for the best house in sports. With a remarkable 303 points, the honor goes to Keats House. I invite the captains Kenneth Thomas, Angel Raju and vice captains Stephen A. Williams and Anumita Bijoy to come forward and receive the trophy. Runners-up trophy goes to Keats House. The best house in sports. With an outstanding 314 points, the title goes to the champions, Tagore House. I invite the captains, Mohammad Aman and Amy Thomas, vice captains, Govind S. Divagar and Malavika Harikumar of Tagore House, receiving the trophy from our honorable chief guest. The best house in sports of the academic year 2024-25. The title goes to Tagore House. Let's join hands in applauding these young achievers. Thank you and congratulations. It's truly a privilege to have with us today someone whose journey in the world of cinema has inspired many. Our guest of honor for this evening is an actor, scriptwriter and director who has made remarkable contributions to the Malayalam film industry. Starting his career by co-writing the blockbuster film Amar Akbar Antony, which became one of the rare Malayalam films to enter the 50 crore club, Shri Bibin George has continuously impressed audiences with his exceptional talent both behind and in front of the camera. From playing hero roles to taking on villainous characters, his versatility has earned him recognition and admiration across the industry. Now let's take a moment to watch a brief video presentation that highlights his incredible journey. Please enjoy this 2-minute glimpse into his career.
ഞാൻ പാട്ട് പാടും ആടണ കണ്ടാലും പാടണ കണ്ടാലും കാണാൻ അഴകുള്ള പെണ്ണിവള ഇവരണം നടക്കൂല സത്യോട്ട് പേടിച്ചിട്ടാ ഇനി കുറച്ച് പ്രൊമോഷനൊക്കെ ആവാം. ദൈവം ഓരോന്ന് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, അതേ നടക്കും.
സന്തോഷമായടാ, പൊളിച്ച് നീയൊക്കെ. ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ പ്രസംഗിച്ചാൽ പോരെ? ആശ്വാസം. ഞാൻ ആ പാവം കളക്ടർ ഇളക്കി വിട്ട് ഞാനാണ് പറഞ്ഞത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ പ്രസംഗിക്കാൻ. കാരണം എനിക്ക് മലയാളത്തിൽ പ്രസംഗിക്കാനുള്ള അടവായിരുന്നത്. വേദിയിലിരിക്കുന്ന വിശിഷ്ട വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങളെ, എൻ്റെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കുട്ടികളെ, അവരുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ, വളരെ 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 സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടി അഭിമാനത്തോടു കൂടിയാണ് ഞാനിവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഏറ്റവും വലിയ സന്തോഷം എന്തെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, എന്നോട് എൻ്റെ കൂട്ടുകാരത്തി ലിഞ്ചു, ഇവിടുത്തെ ഹിന്ദി ടീച്ചറാണ്, എൻ്റെ കൂടെ മഹാരാജസിൽ പഠിച്ച ആളാണ്. ലിഞ്ചു എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞത്, ചെറിയൊരു സ്കൂളാണ്, നീ ഒന്ന് വരണം എന്നാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഇതാണ് ലിഞ്ചു ചെറിയ സ്കൂള്? ഇതല്ലേ വലിയ സ്കൂള്? അപ്പോൾ ഈ സ്കൂളിൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴാണ് ഈ സ്കൂളിൻ്റെ വലിപ്പം കണ്ടത്, ഇവിടുത്തെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പാൾ നമ്മളോട് പെരുമാറിയ രീതികൾ കണ്ടത്. വളരെ സന്തോഷത്തോടുകൂടി തന്നെയാണ് ഞാനിവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. പിന്നെ സത്യം പറയാലോ, ഞാനിവിടെ എൻ്റെ കൂടെ സബ് കളക്ടർ ഉണ്ടെന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ സത്യത്തിൽ നല്ല പേടിച്ചാണ് നിന്നത്. വേറൊന്നും കൊണ്ടല്ല, നമ്മൾ ഈ സിനിമയിലൊക്കെ കണ്ടേക്കണ മമ്മൂക്കേനെയും സുരേഷ് ഗോപിനെയൊക്കെ ആണല്ലോ, ഞാൻ അതേപോലെ എന്നൊക്കെ വിചാരിച്ചത്. പക്ഷെ ഒരു പാവ കളക്ടർ. സന്തോഷമായി കണ്ടപ്പോൾ. പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ ശരിക്കും എന്നെപ്പറ്റി ഇവിടെ കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ ഗൂഗിളിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടിയ കാര്യവും ഗൂഗിൾ അമ്മച്ചി പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്ത കാര്യമൊക്കെ ഇവിടെ വായിച്ചു. സിനിമാക്കാരനാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് വായിച്ചു. പക്ഷേ അതിൻ്റെ കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഇവിടെ ആദ്യം തന്നെ കളക്ടർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സബ് കളക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞൊരു കാര്യം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. നമ്മൾ പറയും സബ് കളക്ടറായി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആയി എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുമെങ്കിലും, പക്ഷെ ഇതെങ്ങനെയായി, എന്തൊക്കെ കഷ്ടപ്പാട് അതിൻ്റെ പുറകിലുണ്ടെന്ന് നമ്മളോട് വളരെ ചുരുങ്ങിയ വാക്കുകളിൽ മാഡം പറഞ്ഞു തന്നു. ആദ്യം മാഡത്തിന് നല്ലൊരു കൈയടി കൊടുക്കുക. അത് അക്കാഡമിക് ലെവലിൽ മാത്രമല്ല, അവർ കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും പച്ചയ്ക്കൊരു നല്ല ഒരാളായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് കരഞ്ഞ കാര്യം വരെ അവിടെ ഇരുന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ശരിക്കും ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു വന്ന പോയിന്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്നെ സിനിമാക്കാരനായിട്ടും റൈറ്ററായിട്ടൊക്കെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാവുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാത്തൊരു കാര്യം കൂടി ഞാൻ പറയുകയാണ്. ചെറുതായിട്ട് ഞാനൊരു അധ്യാപകനായിരുന്നു. എറണാകുളം ഗേൾസിൽ ഹിന്ദി ഐച്ഛിക വിഷയത്തിൽ 2 കൊല്ലം ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തിരുന്ന അധ്യാപകനായിരുന്നു. കൈയടിക്കുക. അവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ചേച്ചി പറയണേ ഇവനാ അധ്യാപകനാ. സത്യമായിട്ട് എൻ്റെ അമ്മച്ചിയാണ് ഞാൻ അധ്യാപകനാണ്, ലുക്കില്ലെന്നുള്ളത്. എന്താണ് സംഭവം എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അധ്യാപകനായി തുടരുന്ന സമയത്ത് തന്നെയാണ് എനിക്ക് കുഞ്ഞുനാൾ മുതൽ എൻ്റെ സ്വപ്നത്തിൻ്റെ പുറകെ, അതായത് സിനിമ എന്ന് പറയുന്നൊരു സ്വപ്നത്തിൻ്റെ പുറകെ ഞാൻ പോയതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആ ജോലി എനിക്ക് പിന്നീട് ഉപേക്ഷിക്കേണ്ടി വന്നത്. ആക്ച്വലി സിനിമ പോലെ തന്നെ ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളൊരു ജോലിയായിരുന്നു ടീച്ചിങ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ടീച്ചിങ് ഈസ് എ ഡിവൈൻ ജോബായിട്ട് ഇപ്പോഴും കാണുന്നു. ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനെ സോഷ്യൽ എഞ്ചിനീയേഴ്സായിട്ടാണ് ഞാൻ കാണുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഇവിടെ മാഡം പറഞ്ഞ കുറച്ച് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് വാക്കുകളിൽ നിന്ന് തട്ടിയും മുട്ടിയൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലായ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇത് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വേർഷൻ പറയുകയാണ്. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിൻ്റെ കാര്യം ഇവിടെ ആനുവൽ റിപ്പോർട്ട് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞു ഇവിടെ മൂല്യങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ പ്രാധാന്യം കൊടുക്കുന്ന സ്കൂളാണെന്ന്. അത് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ തന്നെ സത്യത്തിൽ വളരെ സന്തോഷം തോന്നി. കാരണം ഞാൻ പഠിച്ച എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വിൽഡ്യൂറൻ്റ് പറഞ്ഞൊരു വാക്കുണ്ട് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷനെ പറ്റി. നമ്മളുടെ അറിവില്ലായ്മയുടെ പടിപടിയായിട്ടുള്ള തിരിച്ചറിവാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. നമ്മളുടെ തെറ്റുകളുടെയും അറിവില്ലായ്മയുടെയും പടിപടിയായിട്ടുള്ള തിരിച്ചറിവാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. കുറേ ആളുകൾ ചേർന്ന് കരിക്കുലം ഉണ്ടാക്കി അത് കാണാപ്പാഠം പഠിച്ച് പരീക്ഷ എഴുതി ജയിക്കൽ മാത്രമല്ല വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. അടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന കുട്ടിയുടെ കണ്ണീര് കാണുന്നതാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. അവൻ്റെ വിശപ്പറിയുന്നതാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. സ്നേഹമാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. കരുണയാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. മറ്റുള്ളവരോട് നന്നായി പെരുമാറുന്നതാണ് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. ഇതാണ് വളരെ ചുരുങ്ങിയ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് വേർഡിൽ മാഡം പറഞ്ഞതെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. എന്നോട് ഇവിടെ വന്ന് കയറിയപ്പോൾ തന്നെ വന്ന വഴിക്ക് തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട പ്രിൻസിപ്പൾ പറഞ്ഞു ബിബിനെ 10 മിനിറ്റേ ഉള്ളൂ, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഒരുപാട് കാരണം കുട്ടികളുടെ പ്രോഗ്രാമാണ്. ശരിയാണ് മാഡം പറഞ്ഞത് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു. കാരണം ഇന്ന് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ ഇവിടുത്തെ പഠിക്കുന്ന കുട്ടികളുടെ പ്രോഗ്രാമാണ്. നമ്മൾ ഒരുപാട് വെച്ച് നീട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ശരിയാവില്ല. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ എനിക്ക് പ്രസംഗത്തിലുപരിയായിട്ട് അറിയാവുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന ഒരു പാട്ടാണ്. ലിഞ്ചു അതായത് എൻ്റെ ഹിന്ദി ടീച്ചർ, ഇവിടുത്തെ ഹിന്ദി ടീച്ചർ എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു കഥ പറയുമ്പോഴുള്ള മമ്മൂട്ടീനെ പോലെ പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തിയാണ് കമ്മൽ മേടിച്ചെന്ന് തന്നെ അഭിനയിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമെന്നൊക്കെ പറയണമെന്ന്. അതൊന്നും ഞാൻ പറയുന്നില്ല. എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇവിടുത്തെ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഒരൊറ്റ പാട്ടിലൂടെ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. മാഡം 5 മിനിറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളൂ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. കാരണം മാഗി നൂഡിൽസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ വേണം 2 മിനിറ്റ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ വേഗം പാട്ട് പാട്ടിലേക്ക് കറക്കുകയാണ്. മൈക്ക് തരുമോ? ഹലോ, എടാ റെഡിയല്ലേ? ഇതൊന്നും ഭയങ്കര സന്തോഷം കേട്ടോ. സാധാരണ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ സ്കൂളിൽ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒച്ചയും ബഹളം ഒന്നും ഉണ്ടാവാറില്ല. ലുലു മാളിൽ സിനിമക്ക് പോണ പോലെയാണ്, ഭയങ്കര ചാടിയായിരിക്കും. ഒരു കുഴപ്പമില്ല, പൊളിക്കാൻ പോവാം. അപ്പോൾ സോങ്ങിന് മുമ്പ് വെടിക്കെട്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പടം ഞാനും വിഷ്ണുവും കൂടി സംവിധാനം ചെയ്ത സിനിമയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ സിനിമയിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് മ്യൂസിക് ചെയ്ത, അതിൻ്റെ പാട്ടുകൾ എഴുതി മ്യൂസിക് ചെയ്ത ആളെയും കൂടി ഞാൻ വേദിയിലേക്ക് ക്ഷണിക്കുകയാണ്. ഷിബു പുലർക്കാഴ്ചയെ വേദിയിലേക്ക് ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു. ഞങ്ങൾ 2 പേരും കൂടിയാണ് ഈ പാട്ട് പാടാൻ പോകുന്നത്. പറ്റുന്ന എല്ലാവരും കൈയടിക്കണം, പറ്റുന്ന എല്ലാവരും ഏറ്റു പാടണം. ഓക്കെ, റെഡി? ജ്യോതിഷൻ ട്രാക്ക് മോണിറ്റർ. ദിവരം പോലഴകുള്ളോള്, ഇന്ദ്രധനുസിൽ പിറന്നവള്, കുന്തിരിക്കത്തിൻ മണമുള്ളോള്, ചന്ദ്രനിൽ വിരിയും ധരിക്കുമ്പോള്. ദിവരം പോലഴകുള്ളോള്, ഇന്ദ്രധനുസിൽ പിറന്നവള്, കുന്തിരിക്കത്തിൻ മണമുള്ളോള്, ചന്ദ്രനിൽ വിരിയും ധരിക്കുമ്പോള്. കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത്, കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത്, എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത്, കേൾക്കാനെന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത്. കണ്ടാലും പത്തി കളിച്ചപ്പോള്, കണ്ണിവ വെട്ടാതെ നോക്കിയോള്, കണ്ണിവ കച്ചാറിന്റെ ഉള്ളോള്, കണ്ണീര് കണ്ടറിയുന്നോള്. കാണാനൊരു ചന്തമാണത്, കേൾക്കാനെന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത്. പാതകങ്ങൾ അണിഞ്ഞവള്, പാലക്കൽ മോതിരമിട്ടവള്, പാലപ്പം പോലെ എടുത്തവള്, പാവുള്ളരെ പോലെ തിളക്കണവള്. കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത്,
നെറ്റിയിൽ ചാർത്തിയോള് പൂവളമഴ കൊടുത്തവള് കുമുദിനി പൊയ്കയിൽ നീതിയോള് കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത് കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത് ആവില പോലെയാടുന്നവള് ചീരക പോലെ ചുവന്നവള് പേരയിലത്തളി കിള്ളിയോള് കാതിര കിണ്ണറ ചൊല്ലിയോള് കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത് കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത് വെള്ളിക്കൊലുസിട്ട പെണ്ണിവള് വെള്ളാര ചെല്ലു വെറുക്കിയോള് വെള്ളയിലുള്ളിട്ട് ഓടിയോള് വള്ളി പൊരുക്കിൽ പടർന്നവള് കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത് കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത് കാവിൽ വിളക്ക് തെളിച്ചവള് കാത്തിരിക്കാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞവള് കണ്ണോട് കണ്ണായിരുന്നവള് മണ്ണോട് മണ്ണായി മറഞ്ഞവള് കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത് കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത് 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 കാണാൻ എന്തൊരു ചന്തമാണത് കേൾക്കാൻ എന്തൊരു ഇമ്പമാണത്. താങ്ക് യു എല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെ സന്തോഷം. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ ക്രിസ്മസ് പുതുവത്സരാശംസകൾ നേരുകയാണ്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Know that you are also a part of this being an educator, a noble profession, and thank you for that vibrant and melodious performance. We really enjoyed. Thank you. Now we move on to the prize distribution for Kala Tilakam and Kala Pratibha across various categories. May I now invite our guest of honor, Sri Bipin George, to honor the winners. Category 2, Kala Tilakam, title goes to Sarah Elizabeth of 7th A. Kala Pratibha of Category 2, Rayan Emmanuel Arun of 6th B. Category 3, Kala Tilakam title goes to Tirtha Sedugopal of 8th B. And Kala Pratibha of Category 3, Vistar of 10th B. Category 4, Kala Tilakam, Frida Rebecca Cherry of 12th Commerce. And Kala Pratibha, Clint's Jacob Ronnie of +1 Commerce. Now the best house and runners-up trophy, recognizing the house that has excelled with creativity, dedication and artistic brilliance. The runners-up title goes to Shakespeare House with 277 points. I invite the house captains Mohammad Faiz, Fatima Nazmin KN and vice captains Mohammad Amin and Christina Linto Falco. Now the runners-up trophy is received by the Shakespeare House members. This year with an impressive 317 points, The Best House Award goes to Wordsworth House. I invite the house captains of Wordsworth House, Mahadev VB, Agneda Region, and Vice Captain Solomon Anthony and Devika Krishna to come forward and receive the award. The Best House Award in Arts of the academic year 2024-25. Thank you, sir. Now I invite our PTA President, Mr. Harris Nana, to address the gathering.
Manager, sisters, Vice Principal, respected Mr. Rajiv, ഏറ്റവും സ്നേഹം നിറഞ്ഞ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ, വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ, വെടിക്കെട്ട് 2 പ്രസംഗം കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇനി പ്രത്യേകിച്ചൊരു പ്രസംഗത്തിൻ്റെ അക്ഷമരായിട്ട് മക്കളുടെ പ്രോഗ്രാം കാത്തു നിൽക്കുന്ന നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഒരു പ്രസംഗത്തിന് പ്രസക്തിയില്ല എന്നറിയാം. എങ്കിലും ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലും മലയാളത്തിലുമായി ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കളക്ടറും അതുപോലെ നമ്മളുടെ വെടിക്കെട്ട് പാട്ടുമായി നമ്മൾ ഈണം തന്ന ഈ നല്ലൊരു സായാഹ്നത്തിൽ അവരുടെ കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് കൂടാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ ആദ്യം സർവശക്തിന് നന്ദി പറയുന്നതോടൊപ്പം ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കളക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു കാര്യം ഏറ്റെടുക്കുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, പണ്ട് നെൽസൺ മണ്ടേല അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞൊരു കാര്യമുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സക്സസ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ഡിഫൈൻഡ് by the number of times I win, but it is by the number of times I fail, but I get up again and proceed. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും നമ്മൾ കളക്ടറിൽ നിന്ന്, സബ് കളക്ടറിൽ നിന്ന് കേട്ടു, അവരുടെ 4ാമത്തെ അറ്റംപ്റ്റിൽ അതോ 3ാമത്തെ അറ്റംപ്റ്റിലാണ് അവർ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും UPSC അവർ കഴിഞ്ഞ്. അപ്പോൾ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും നമ്മളിവിടെയുള്ള ഈ മാതാപിതാക്കൾ നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ടത്, 10ാം ക്ലാസ്സിലല്ല A+ കിട്ടിയത് കൊണ്ട് മാത്രം ജീവിതമായില്ല. നമ്മുടെ മുന്നിൽ വളരെയധികം ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റികൾ തുറന്നു കിടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇത്രയും മനോഹരമായി നമ്മുടെ മുന്നിൽ അവതരിപ്പിച്ച ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട സബ് കളക്ടർക്കും അതുപോലെ വളരെയധികം സ്നേഹത്തോടു കൂടി നമ്മളോട് സംവദിച്ച ബിബിൻ ജോർജും അവർ രണ്ടുപേരും തന്ന ഈ നന്മ നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ ഓർക്കണമെന്നും സബ് കളക്ടർ പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞത് ഒരു പക്ഷേ ആരും തന്നെ ഞാനിവിടെ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് ഓർക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ല എന്നാണ്. അതൊരു പക്ഷേ നമ്മളുടെ നല്ല മക്കൾ തിരുത്തണം. നമ്മളിൽ നിന്ന് ആരെങ്കിലും ഈ ഒരു പ്രചോദനം ഉൾക്കൊണ്ട് UPSCയിൽ നിന്ന്, ഇന്ത്യൻ അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്റീവ് സർവീസ്, വേറെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു സർവീസ് ഇന്ത്യയെ സേവിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ഈ കേൾക്കുന്ന മക്കളിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരാളെങ്കിലും തയ്യാറായി വരുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ കളക്ടർക്ക്, സബ് കളക്ടർക്ക് ഉറപ്പ് കൊടുക്കുകയാണ്. അതിന് നിങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും മനസ്സാന്നിധ്യവും സപ്പോർട്ടും വേണം എന്ന് മാത്രം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ഉപസംഹരിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി. ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
As our chief guest and guest of honor have another commitment to attend, they'll be leaving us shortly. We sincerely thank both of you for gracing this occasion with your valuable presence and valuable words. May I now invite our principal, Reverend Sister Udaya, to award a memento to our chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS. Now I invite our distinguished guest of honor, Shri Bipin George, to please step forward to receive this token of our heartfelt appreciation. Very heartfelt thanks to both of you. Let us give them a warm round of applause as they leave our campus. Thank you, sir, for the words of felicitation. Now we'll proceed with the prize distribution ceremony. We have the Gigi Memorial Cash Prize instituted in memory of our beloved late faculty member Gigi to honor excellence in the science subject. This prestigious award is presented to a student who scores the highest marks in science. This year, the honor goes to 2 exceptional students from class 9th, Mariam bin Taha and Neha Wilson. Let us invite them to receive this recognition as a tribute to their hard work and dedication. I request our manager, Reverend Sister Ruby, to honor. the Shiny Memorial Cash Award instituted to honor the memory of our beloved Shiny ma'am. This award is presented to the student who achieved the highest marks in mathematics in class 11. This year the award goes to Jishnu S. Jishnu S of Plus 2 Science. I invite Jishnu onto the stage to receive this well-deserved recognition, cash prize. Please give him a big round of applause. Now it's time to honor a young talent who has made us proud with his outstanding achievement. Rayan Emmanuel Arun of class 6 has secured the first position in Hindi elocution at the Sahodaya Inter-School competitions and also earned an A grade at the state level. I invite Rayan Emmanuel Arun to celebrate his remarkable accomplishment. Please join in giving him a big round of applause. Next, we take immense pride in honoring an extraordinary achievement. Aaron Elias Vidhu of Plus 1 Science has set a remarkable record in the Indian Book of Records 2024 for the maximum tapping with both index fingers in 1 minute. Congratulations, Aaron, on this incredible feat. Your determination and dedication inspire us all. Congratulations and thank you. Today's celebration, the most prestigious award of our institution, the Jyothi of the Year Award. This coveted honor recognizes a student from class 12 who exemplifies excellence, character and dedication, leaving an indelible mark on our school. This year, the award goes to an extraordinary young achiever, a student who has consistently excelled in sports, arts and academics, balancing grace on stage and strength on the field. This student's positivity, creativity and readiness to take on responsibilities have earned her the admiration of teachers and peers alike. This student has been a proud Jyothian since kindergarten and continues to set an example of what it means to be a true Jyothian. Jyothi of the Year 2024-25 is none other than KV Aishwarya Raj of Plus 2 Science. Aishwarya, please join us on stage and may I also request her proud parents to accompany her. I now invite our esteemed principal, Reverend Sister Udaya, to honor her with this prestigious award, Jyothi of the Year. Let us all celebrate her remarkable achievements with a resounding applause. Share that Aishwarya aspires to become a pilot, a dream that reflects an ambition to soar to great heights. With your perseverance and hard work, I am confident you will achieve this dream and beyond. May you continue to shine and make your family, your school and all of us immensely proud. Wishing you the very best for a bright and successful future. Now, before we proceed to the cultural programs, I invite our Vice Principal, Elizabeth Ma'am, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Jyothi Nivas Public School, I stand before you with immense gratitude as we conclude yet another successful annual day celebration. A warm and graceful evening to our most valued and honorable chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, guest of honor, Mr. Bibin George, manager, Reverend Sister Ruby, UMI, principal, Sister Udaya UMI, Administrator, Reverend Sister Dhanya UMI, PTA President, Mr. Harris Naina, PTA Vice President, Mr. Rajiv Desham, PTA executive members, well-wishers, parents, teachers, my dear students, and everyone gathered here. On this special occasion of our annual day celebration, I want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to God Almighty. Without His grace and blessings, none of this would be possible. I would like to extend our deepest thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Meera K. IAS, Sub-Collector, Fort Kochi, for gracing us with her presence today. Your words of wisdom and encouragement here truly inspired us, and we are honored to have you with us. Thank you, ma'am. A special thank you to Mr. Bibin George, renowned cine artist, actor, writer, and director. Your talent and success have always been a source of inspiration for us, and we are truly grateful to have your valuable presence here today. Thank you, sir. We are equally thankful to Reverend Sister Ruby, our manager, for her guidance and support throughout the year, and appreciate your relentless commitment to the growth and development of our students. Thank you, sister. To Reverend Sister Udaya, our principal, thank you for your leadership, dedication, and vision in shaping the future of this institution. Your tireless efforts in organizing and overseeing the event have been instrumental in making this annual day a resounding success. Your guidance and support have been invaluable, and we are truly fortunate to have you at the helm. A special thank you to Reverend Sister Dhanya, our administrator, for her tireless efforts behind the scenes. Thank you, dear sister. We appreciate Mr. Harris Naina, the PTA President, Mr. Rajiv Desham, PTA Vice President, and all the PTA executive members for their ongoing commitment to our student, staff, and community. The collaboration and support that the PTA provides are invaluable, and we are grateful for everything you do to make Jyothi Nivas a nurturing environment for all. Thank you all. A heartfelt thanks go out to all our special invitees, priests and sisters from the neighboring communities, and the principals from neighboring schools who took the time to be with us today, offering their encouragement and collaboration. Your constant support means the world to us. We extend our gratitude to our parents. Your unwavering faith and support have been pivotal in the success of our students and events like this. We thank you for always standing by us. A big round of thanks to the light and sound team, LED operators, photographers and videographers, and everyone who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that today's program is a visual and auditory treat. We are indebted to the members of our non-teaching faculty. Undoubtedly, your contributions in various aspects of today's event made a difference. Thank you for your unflinching support. Lastly, I want to congratulate and express my deepest thanks to our wonderful students who are participating so enthusiastically to make this event colorful, and to our teachers who worked day and night to train and guide them. Without your efforts, this day wouldn't have been possible. Thank you. Once again, thank you everyone for your presence and support. Let's carry forward the spirit of today's celebration and continue to achieve great heights. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth ma'am, for the heartfelt vote of thanks. Now, the proud recipient of the Jyothi of the Year Award, Aishwarya Raj, would like to share a few words. Now, I invite Aishwarya onto the stage.
Good evening to one and all present here, respected dignitaries, principal, vice principal, administrator, manager, PTA members, PTA president, parents, teachers, and my fellow Jyothians. First of all, I would like to express a few words of gratitude to my parents, teachers, and this school. Having been studying in this school for the past 14 years, I feel deeply engraved a great sense of gratitude to one and all present here. To my parents, they have been my biggest cheerleaders. Without them, I would not have been here. I love you, Mom and Dad. I love you guys so much. Secondly, my teachers. Without them, their huge support, their encouragement. That's why I stand here. Thank you so much, my dear teachers, principal, and everybody. And last but not least, my fellow batchmates and friends. In this school, we have made countless memories, and I'm sure while leaving the school, I feel like I would cherish each and every memory I have with every one of you. Thank you so much for this honor. I feel very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.